Well, keep this date on your calendar, April 24th, over at Fort Edmonton Park. Aboriginal comedian Ryan McMahon takes his show to Capitol Theatre for his Reconciliation Nation tour, which is crossing Canada right now. Ryan joins us this afternoon. Ryan McMahon, how did you get into stand-up?
I often say that it's kind of an accident. I grew up watching Saturday Night Live. I grew up obviously watching comedies with Adam Sandler and all these other types in there. And at an early age, I knew I wanted to go to theater school. I actually knew that I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be an artist. I loved being involved in school plays and different things. And once I got to high school and started training in theater, it confirmed that I love being on stage, and did a lot of high school theater, bad high school theater. And then made my way to theater school at the University of Minnesota, and got a degree in theater, and moved to Toronto to chase my dreams. And while there, I saw an audition notice for the Second City, which is the place where John Candy, Mike Myers, Jim Carrey, Chris Farley, all the greats get started at the Second City. And I saw the audition notice there, and I stormed my way in there, just an Ojibwe kid from the bush, and didn't even have a resume or anything, but begged for an audition, and luckily I got a full scholarship, and I attended the Second City, made it my way through the conservatory program. I was the first Native graduate of the Second City Toronto Conservatory, and I was there for close to 3 years, studying and writing and learning, and that's where my comedy career, I guess, started, was at the Second City in Toronto.
You know, I'm a big fan of people that do stand-up. Ryan, how hard is it really to, stand up and do your thing?
It's the worst job in the world. It's not like music where, you can jam with your buddies and sonically that something sounds cool, or you've got some cool lyrics, and the ladies are going to dance when you play this part of the song, or you got a cool drummer that does a cool solo. With comedy, you don't know what's going to hit until you get in front of an audience, and so it's a lot of work. It's a difficult job to be able to be funny to a large percentage of the people in the room that come and see you, and so it is a game of percentages. You only have one way to find out whether something's funny or not, and that's by getting in front of people, and that's the challenge. And I think as you get better at it, you begin to know what will work and what won't. But when you're starting out, it's a matter of getting up there and being really, really bad for a while until you find out what's funny.
Hey, listen, I'm looking forward to your show coming up at Fort Edmonton Park. Tell us about that night. It is the Reconciliation Nation tour.
Yeah, Reconciliation is the name of my new show that I've written. It's a brand new hour of comedy. And it's my own personal reflections on reconciliation. And, we're at this time right now, I think, where this country is in a bit of a crossroads, and it has some decisions it needs to make. And we as Native people, too, in our own communities, we have decisions that we need to make. And what I'm uneasy about is how quickly the idea or the movement to reconciliation is happening, because we're still suffering. We're still hurting. Our women are going missing and murdered, and we're being told right now to get over it, and it's time to move on. And I think it's a scary proposition for me. I work in communities. I work with young people, and I want to slow down the conversation a little bit and have some reflections on what I feel, what I see. And I want to do it in a funny way. I want to do it in a way that hopefully breaks down some walls for people and engages people in a conversation. So next week, during the Reconciliation show at Fort Edmonton Park, that's the preview. This will be the first time I put the show up on its feet. And it's a preview for everybody to see what I'm doing. And come fall in September, I will be touring across Canada from Victoria, British Columbia to Halifax, Nova Scotia with the new show. And we brought it to Edmonton because Edmonton's been very good to me. A lot of people have adopted me over there. The people around Musqueam and Alexander and Alexis and everybody around has been really, really good to me. And I wanted to bring it over there because I have a special connection with that place, and people are honest. You Cree people over there are honest with me. You let me know when I've gone too far or when I've not gone far enough. So I look forward to seeing everybody out, and I think it's going to be a really fun night. Conway Kootenay, who used to be from Red Power Squad, from hip-hop, he's going to be opening up the show. He's going to be doing his first bit of live comedy with us at the show, and we're going to have a fun night. It's going to be a fun night.
Aboriginal talent right now, Ryan, is amazing.
It's one of those undeniable things. You know, it's like we have to stop. In saying that, we have to acknowledge those that came before us, right? We have to acknowledge the Winston Whitneys. We've got to acknowledge the Ed Peekacoots. We've got to acknowledge Buffy St. Marie and all of the greats that have made that path possible. But here we are, we sit today in 2015, and we see Tanya Tagak, we've seen A Tribe Called Red, we've seen all of these incredible artists, and it's undeniable that we are creating brand new sounds, brand new things that people have never experienced. And it's not just here in Canada. The world is paying attention. And so to all the youth that are hearing this, to the young people that are listening, you know, the world is waiting to hear from you. And it's never been like this before. We're in a time that I think 30 or 40 years from now, they're going to write books about this time when we were really on the cusp of that wholesale change. And, you know, to play a very small part in it and to be able to witness it and share it with my children and with other youth and communities is just a special time.
Ryan McMahon, I can't wait to see you at Fort Edmonton Park. Thanks a lot, Ryan.
Thank you, Jeremy.